I started learning languages 30 years ago. There was no internet back then, no mobile phones, and no language learning apps. Finding a native speaker to practice was a miracle. Today, we have an abundance of language materials, apps and tutors, yet people still struggle with learning languages. Why? Hi, my name is Mateusz, and I'm one of the founders of Talhammer, a language learning application that helps students be more efficient and confident. 30 years ago, good content was scarce. Books were difficult to find, and most material were photocopies. You had to use a paper dictionary and create your own flashcards out of paper. Every language learner would tell you that reviewing what you had and persistence were key to success. In the last 30 years, language learning has changed a lot. Now, in 2023, we have access to all possible language learning materials, online tutors, conjugation tables, and explanation videos. Teachers and language companies have created more content than we will ever need to learn a language. People have also started believing that language learning is easy. Apps like Babbel and Duolingo claim that you can learn a language in 15 minutes per day. Yes, maybe you can pass an A2 level test, but if you want to become fluent by spending 15 minutes per day, I'm afraid it might take forever. These apps also focus on teaching you only a limited number of words and phrases, allowing users to repeat them numerous times in one single session. This method might be fun, but it creates an illusion of progress. After a few days of playing a game, you haven't even mastered material from the first page of a textbook from 30 years ago. These apps ignore the fact that the real difficulty is to remember hundreds or thousands of words and know how to combine them into sentences. Not only today and tomorrow, but especially at the moment you need it in a conversation. Too often we seem to ignore the fact that learning a language is hard work. But also, technology has changed. Computers have long been able to help us remember better, automatically translate and generate a human-sounding voice, and search through massive amount of data. So we asked ourselves at Talhammer, can we utilize this technology to create a modern language learning app, not by reinventing the wheel, but by going back 30 years to the fundamentals of language learning? First, we took a large number of texts and transcripts for statistical analysis. For example, did you know that it takes only 9 words to cover 25% of all spoken and written language? These words are and, be, have, it, of, the, to, will, and you. We then took the most frequent words and combined them into relevant phrases and sentences, building variations like questions and negations. We then conducted thousands of hours of tests on ourselves, testing different lengths of phrasing and sentences and different smart repetition algorithms. We focused on the ability to speak. Very fast it became clear that memorization of full sentences using spaced repetition gives the best long-term results. We then used available technology to create an app that is efficient and personalized. With Talhammer, you add your own content centered around your life and activities. Our curated curriculum will then teach you all the necessities of a language. Smart repetitions will combine it all into one powerful and challenging memory workout. In Talhammer, you learn in 3 different ways. In learning mode, you practice words and sentences, evaluate yourself, and train our spaced repetition algorithm. That way, you remember more and better. Listening mode is a hands-free exercise, during which you repeat aloud what you hear. In editor mode, you can search for example sentences and create your own examples that fit your life, so you can directly put them into practice. Visit talhammer.com on your phone or desktop and sign up for a 30-day free trial. Start learning a language with Talhammer today.